we've got an unboxing, and this is the Zulisy. I hope I pronounced that right. I've also heard it pronounced Zulisy. And this is the Oak Plus red dot. Now let me tell you why I got this. Now they did not send this out to the channel. I bought this with my own money. The reason I picked this up, one of the big YouTube channels I watch, 704 Tactical, he did a review on this recently. And it is a really, really awesome looking dot. And the price on these is crazy. I can't tell you how much these dots are because we're not allowed to talk prices on YouTube. But this dot, I was already shocked at the price point. Plus, I got a discount code from 704 Tactical, and I just couldn't pass this optic up. Let's get it out of the box and see what all comes in the box. Alright. Alright, we open this up. We've got our owner's manual. It is double-sided. It's actually pretty nice. Full color. I like it. Got another card here. This is having trouble getting your optic to 0, so this is a little information on making that easier. It shows the 5 yards, a 10 yard, and a 25. That's kind of cool. I've never seen another optic company throw this in with a red dot or a green dot. Here we got another card talking about their desert daylight reticles and coatings. I was kind of reading up on that. It looks like they're pretty proud of how bright it is. We're going to see for ourselves. And this is another card. It says advice adjusting 0 at 30 yards. And it's got some warnings here on the back. Got the cleaning cloth. Really nice touch. Looks like we have 4 sets of screws here. So we've got... No, we got 5 different sets of screws. So that is super cool. So you got 5 different options for screws with this. Here we've got the little rubberized weather shield, waterproofing plate, whatever you want to call it. It goes in between your slide and your dot. Here we have a Torx wrench to mount it, and a flathead screwdriver. It also comes with, oh wow, okay. Alright, they're going all out here. So not only do we have a 1913 rail to mount it, it also is a riser, which is super cool. So if you're going to put this on an AR or a shotgun or whatever, you will get a riser mount with it. It is RMR footprint, I can tell already by looking at this. It also comes with this little flathead screwdriver, which is pretty cool to adjust windage and elevation. We've got our silica gel. We've got this dot, and this thing is massive, and we're going to get into that. This is one of the biggest reasons I bought this optic. Alright, so here is the optic. Now let me show you what it's going to look like if you decide you want to use the riser and put this on an AR or a PCC or a shotgun. There we go. A nice riser. This is the other side. Very cool. You got your adjustments here on the side. You got your plus here at the top and the minus. One downfall is this is a bottom load battery, so you are going to have to take the optic off to change it. It does run on a CR2032, and it does have shake awake, so I still would change the battery once a year. That's up to you. But they are claiming that you are going to get a 50,000 hour battery life with this. I don't care about that. I just change the batteries once a year. Look at the size of that window. And speaking of that window is a 26 millimeter lens. But if you look at it, it's 26 millimeters wide. And it's 26 millimeters tall. Now your overall length on this is 45 millimeters, so you're going to have to keep that in mind too, because you've got kind of that SRO style right there with that sticking off the front, which is nice because it gives you a lot of protection around that glass. If you look right there, you've got quite a bit of protection around that. But keep that in mind. That could interfere with something on your gun. I don't think it's going to be an issue for what I'm going to put it on, but I just want to show you what that design looks like. Now the dot on this, it is a 3.5 MOA dot, and we'll get that turned on in a second and take a look at it. It does have 10 brightness settings, so I assume you're going to have 2 night vision and 8 regular brightness settings. There's not a lot of information on these. It's obviously a Chinese made dot, so I don't have like the specs like I have when I review a Gideon Optics or one of the other ones that I review on the channel, but like I said, for what I paid for this, I'll live with it. Now this is IPX6 waterproof. Now a lot of these optics are IPX7. This one is not. It's IPX6, so keep that in mind. And kind of weird that they didn't do a top load battery. They've got a ton of room in here. They could have done something with that, but oh well. With that 50,000 hour battery claim, and it is shake awake, it's probably not going to be an issue. Just change it out once a year like I do with all my batteries. Now the Oak Plus comes with a 2-year warranty, and let's get this turned on. Oh boy. Okay. They were talking about desert bright. It's bright. I wasn't expecting that. Man, you turn this thing halfway down and it's still bright. So that's impressive. Now it is starbursting, pretty bad for me, but I do have astigmatism, but it's on this white background and we're inside. Normally this gets a little better once I get it outside and I've got my glasses on, but it's starbursting a lot as of right now. In fact, it's pretty bad. Now if I turn it down, it's not too bad. Getting a little flare to the left and the right. I'm telling you what, this thing is crazy bright, so I don't think I'm going to have to turn it all the way up when I'm out at the range. Alright, so far I'm pretty impressed. The starbursting, like I said, that's not the dot's fault, that's mine. Alright, I'm going to get this set up. I want to get you guys an image of what this dot looks like on the brightest setting, because it is bright. Alright, I think we've covered everything. RMR footprint, 2032 battery, 3.5 MOA dot. We talked about how big the window is, how bright the dot is. So let's get this mounted up on the gun, and I'll show you what it looks like. And in the next video, we'll get it out to the range and test it out. Alright, there it is. I got it mounted up on the Canik TP9 SFX. Looks pretty cool on there. Sitting up a little high. That's just because Canik's got this weird mounting plate system. I don't know why they need to have their plates that big. Probably because they have that little charging handle screw in there, but it actually points really nice. Now we were talking about that backup rear sight, so if I had just a little bit taller front sight or a suppressor height sight, I would be able to co-witness. I can just barely see the top. But like I said, if you had a taller front sight, this backup sight will work pretty good if the dot were to go down on you. But yeah, it's kind of a competition size optic, so I figured why not put it on my carry optics gun. I like it. Well, in the next video, we'll take it out to the range. It may look good and work good now. Well, we got to go out and run a few hundred rounds through it, and we'll see what we think. But hopefully it holds up, because I really, really like this. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.